In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Dear friends and fellows in Pakistan and abroad, poverty, being poor. What is this poverty, by the way? And how can we avoid it actually? There are, it will be very surprising, it will be very surprising for many of the people to know that, excuse me, there are enough number of people here in this world who have wealth, they are wealthy, but still they are not completely rich, they are poor. In several ways, they are not rich. If at all a person is unable to spend the money upon one's kiths and kins, how can we call them rich enough? If at all somebody is not even spending this money upon oneself, how can we call them rich enough? They are not rich people. They are not truly rich people. Why? Because they are not taking advantage of the wealth they are possessing. So the effects of poverty lies enough upon their life. This poverty needs to be defeated. And also there are people who don't have much of the wealth. But we can't call them poor. Why? Because they are courteous. Because they people are found showing the courtesy. Because from the very smile, giving a smile to the people, to giving them way as well, to giving them, let them go first. Let them go first. Share the knowledge and the wisdom and the informations you are carrying for the benefits of the other people. It will save you from being poor. There are some of the people, they are not having enough amount of wealth, but we cannot call them poor because their habits and their mindset is not that of a poor person at all. If there is a person who have plenty of ideas in one's mind, if they have plenty of ideas about where they want to go and what they want to do in their life, how can we call them as poor people? They are not poor people at all. Anybody and everybody who is carrying, possessing the ideas is not poor person at all, and not poor person at all indeed. And the person who cares about one's self-respect, a person who cares about one's self respect, how can we call them poor? They are not poor people at all. There are person who are confident enough. There are person who don't want to lose their independence. How can we call them poor people? They are not poor people at all. And then there are people who are showing courtesy towards the people. They are a bit generous in giving whatever they have. They might not be having much amount of money, but they people are having the brain. Their brain creates beautiful ideas, and they do share these beautiful ideas to the people because they want the betterment of the people. They are not poor at all. So I think that we need to change the criteria and the standard we people have made and about the poor people and about the rich people. I'm not against wealth at all. If it is earned in a legitimate manner, I'm not against the wealth at all. Wealth is good because with the wealth in the hand, we can do so many of the welfare work, and there are people who are doing it actually. I'm not saying this thing in abstract. There are people who are doing it actually, and then dear friends and fellows in Pakistan, even if you are allowing somebody to speak first, or to sit at a better place, and you yourself sit, we ourselves sit on the place which is not as good. So this actually means that we are not poor, that we are rich people. In a case like this one, we need to change the standard, the criteria we people have made earlier about the rich people and the poor people. Thank you.